What's up, guys? Blaine Duncan here from Halloween Lives, the podcast of Michael Myers. Welcome to episode number 61. I'm joined, as always, week after week by my brother, Austin. Dude, this episode has been one that I have personally been waiting for a very, very long time. And quite honestly, I'm so excited right now. It feels a little bit like this is a legit film that we're going to be reviewing tonight and talking about. And that is that we just had a new release of the latest fan film out by friend of the show, Dominick Cousineau-Benoit. Hope I'm saying it right.
Nailed it.
And perfect. I've been working on that for weeks, Dominick. And we're talking about Halloween Stalks II, which just came out. You and I have been looking forward to this. You've been far more in the know than I have because you've been working with Dominick behind the scenes on some really cool stuff. You designed the logo or helped work on and design that logo for him, which is awesome. And you've had, you've been sprinkling in a little Austin into this whole thing as we go. But Dominick is a mastermind. He's a genius. We loved what he did with the first one. If you've not seen it, you need to go check out Halloween Stalks on YouTube right now and follow it up with Halloween Stalks 2. But tonight we are going to be watching it for the first time together. We haven't seen it yet. We're going to be watching it for the first time together, and you guys are going to get to see some of our reactions to what we're seeing, and then we're going to break this thing down and talk about it. And dude, I'm stoked. This is like getting a new Halloween film. I mean, that's how good this stuff is.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to preface this. I think if you haven't seen Halloween Stalks 1, which we've talked about at length on this channel, I mean, this has been something I think Dominick was within our first 10 episodes of the podcast. I mean, he has been pivotal to this podcast's success, and we've been working right there with him, kind of charging at the same sort of idea. And when you think of something that has been meticulously planned, I don't think it even holds a candle to the level that Dominick has put into every shot, every line of dialogue, every frame of this movie has been meticulously crafted by a true mastermind in film, not even fan film. Dominick always says it's an honor to have it be called a fan film. We're going to hear Dominick's name in more than just a fan film space not too long from now. I think we're really looking at somebody who's got some extreme talent here. And that first film, man, you told me about it. And I'll be honest, I had a bias. You're like, you got to watch this fan film. And in my head, I'm like, okay, we're going to see, kind of the same thing you see in a lot of fan films. And I'm no different. I am no different. I've had my fair share of fan films, whether it be Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, anything under the sun. I think I've tried my hand at it. It's extremely hard work, and I'm really excited to see how that hard work paid off. I do have a little bit of insider information. I have heard some of the beats of the film, so I'm excited to see, Dominick, if you know him as a person, he's an extremely great storyteller as just a human, communication-wise. So I'm excited to see if the picture he painted in my mind is what we're going to see here live. It has been just about, what has it been? 4 or 5 days 4 days since Halloween Stalks dropped. It currently has 12,000 views on awesome. YouTube. It makes me so happy that Dominick is getting his flowers here. Let's make it 12,001, man. What do you say?
Let's do it. Let's crack open a nice cold Halloween Stalks 2. Lights, camera, action. Let's roll this thing.
And if you want to watch Halloween Stalks 1 or 2, check it out in the description below. It is going to be right there for you. Easy to watch. But let's get into it, Blaine. It's like we're back at the theater.
I know. I'm excited. Let's do it. logo. Dude, I'm already in love with this thing. I'm already in love with it.
I got goosebumps already, man. And just to be very clear, the score for this film is all original. Oh, and it's done masterfully.
I love that he used the pumpkin from Halloween 2 also. Like, it's the second one. It's perfect. Like, you can tell he's thinking about this. There's our boy.
The thrill pigs were very frightened. They knew the wolf wanted to eat them. The wolf could smell the pigs inside, and his mouth began to water. He knocked at the door and said, "Little pigs! Little pigs! Let me in!" Sweetie? What is it?
Mom, is the Pokemon real?
Did Grandma let you watch the thing on TV again? You know it gives you nightmares.
Some older boys at school told me the boogeyman comes out on Halloween night and takes kids away.
Oh. So that's why you didn't want to go trick-or-treating tonight. Listen to me. There's no such thing as the boogeyman.
Look at his
And
pajamas, by the way.
even if there was, it would have to get through me to get to you.
Right. They have jack-o'-lanterns on them.
It's actually the season of the witch. Each of the
Promise, you're safe in this house.
The masks.
yeah, Dominick custom made the pajamas for this. It's just insanity.
It's probably just trick-or-treaters pulling a prank or something. See? Dad's already hit it out, making sure everything's fine. There's nothing to fear. Time to sleep now. It's way past your bedtime.
The cinematography in this is so good already. It's incredible.
I forget that I'm watching like a
fan film.
Yeah.
Paul? What's going on over there?
That's Dominick's voice.
I was going to say, it sounded like Dominic. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, check out those pajamas.
Jeez, that's sick. I need a pair of those things.
Is everything all right? Paul? Is that you?
Baby, what's wrong?
The boogeyman is gonna hurt Dom. He's coming to get me.
I see nothing down there, sweetie.
No, I saw him. She's outside. She's coming.
Okay, baby, easy. Easy.
Kid's a good actor.
Yeah.
The boogeyman isn't real. Here. Big Lester. I'll go get Dad.
And everything in the background is time accurate to the late 90s, I believe.
Okay. Great shot. Great shot.
That was rad, dude.
That was a great shot.
William?
Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. That's awesome.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, Laurie's theme. God.
I got goosebumps again.
William, honey?
Is that the
That is the car that
Station
Michael
wagon?
drives. Yeah, dude.
Jesus? That's incredible.
He's a mastermind.
Oh, dude, is this the H2 shot? Is this the H2 shot? Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Oh,
You know what scene that obviously from H2,
Yeah.
right? That at the hospital.
yeah.
William?
Oh.
Honey, you left the door open. Bill?
The like audio engineer, or whatever who's doing the audio for this is incredible too. Like the background noise, background effects.
It's a super underrated part of a movie, and
Yeah.
Dominic doesn't miss any details.
Oh, dear God. Oh, sweetie. Why are you downstairs?
The boogeyman is in the living room.
Baby, I told you. There's no such thing as... No. Here. That's right. Easy. Baby, run. Do as I say. Go to grandma's now.
Do as I say.
Friday the 13th. That's awesome. God, the visuals are so good.
Genius.
I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
That's awesome. Like, dude, it feels like Halloween in this movie.
Dude, yeah. I mean, the vibe has been what I would want.
Open the door! Mom, open the door, please! Mom, hurry up, please, it's me! Come on, open the door! Please!
Ellen? What's wrong? You're scaring me.
Did you call 911? someone in my... Where's Nicholas?
What?
Nicholas! I told him to come here. Where is he?
Nicholas is not here.
Oh.
William picked him up as usual after work. Did something happen?
So she's got to go back.
He couldn't get out. He's still in the house.
What's happening? You're scaring me. You're scaring me to death. Ellen!
Call the police. Tell them to go to my house. I locked the door.
Dude, that's seriously good acting. Like, I don't care how you cut it. Man, this is such a cool idea.
Oh yeah, to make the mom go back into the house.
Yeah, she literally is going into the lion's den where the shape is.
Right. She has to. Yeah, she has to because her kid's in there. Just knowing that the door was locked, he couldn't get out.
Love that lighting coming in from that.
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. Like the cinematography, the lighting, everything is just, it's like beautiful. Great kill.
That's such a great reveal because you're like, is it Michael? Is it the son?
Right. Yeah, you know it's it's like it's not gonna be Michael, but it's not gonna be the son. But that's kind of what you're thinking. Like, okay, is this gonna be Michael Myers or is this gonna be somebody else? And it's the dad. And it's so Michael Myers too to do something like that, you know?
Yeah.
That's awesome because
I'm pretty sure Dominick hand drew those.
Dominick, you're a hell of an artist. Oh, there he is. Oh.
This lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, she's done.
That's a sick shot.
Yeah. The treehouse. Dude, that is a great shot of Michael Myers, too.
That looks like straight out of 78.
There's the clip he showed us on the live show.
Did the score. His music is badass.
I was going to say, I think this is an original piece right here.
Yeah.
Sweetie! Mom! Are we safe now? We're not safe. But the police is on its way. We just have to wait for them here and keep quiet. Mom. We have to keep quiet. Mom, look.
Ooh, in the eyeball.
Oh. Thought he was going to call you in to do those kind of stunts.
Yeah.
Is he dead? I don't know, sweetie. We can't stay here. Come on, baby. We have to go down. I'll go first. No, baby. I got you. I got you. Hurry up, sweetie. Go, go, go.
Oh. He got her.
Oh, man.
Didn't expect that.
No. Huh.
It's the damn kid. And off he goes. Dude! Dude! Oh. I love that.
Oh my God, and they're in the exact uniform. That is wild.
Dude. All right, we gotta play through the credits. We gotta play through the credits.
So
Dominic.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
I was told there's something if we wait the credits.
Okay. Credits. Austin Duncan.
Damn, I'm in
there
it.
We go.
I didn't realize I'd be in the credits. Let's go. Blaine Duncan, top left.
Oh, I missed it.
Hi, you've reached William, Ellen, and Nicholas. We can't come to the phone right now. Please leave a message.
Ellen, is this a joke? Because it's not funny. I called the police and they're headed your way. Please call me back and let me know if everything is okay. Please.
Love that.
Yes. Holy shit.
Oh my God, dude.
Dominic.
Yeah.
High five, brother. High five.
Holy shit. That was insane. That is like cinema level Halloween, dude.
I feel like I just got episode 1 of the new Halloween TV show.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like I just watched. Like it's like, so first off, let's give credit where credit is due, right? Dominic, we've already said it enough, or we've said it several times and it's not enough, that Dominic, congratulations, dude. Freaking amazing. As always, like it hit every beat that I wanted it to hit. And it had surprises and turns that I wasn't necessarily expecting. Like there were things that just happened throughout that I was like, I would have never thought about that. You know, I wouldn't have thought to do that. And I think that's super, super cool. Cinematography, badass. The score, badass. The acting, badass. Like, this was exactly what I want from a Halloween film. And what's tough about doing something like this, or what's great in Dominick's world, I guess, is if we want to, like, and I'm not saying we are, but like, if we wanted to go and make our own, dude, the bar has been set. Okay. Yeah. The bar has been set, and you have to have like a serious budget to beat what we just watched, because that looked like that could have been on the freaking the movie screen tomorrow. That was incredible.
Yep. And that's no joke. I mean, it really is. The lighting, the sound effects, the shot choice is top tier. It really is. Like, I really would want to see what gripes people could have with this, because I really enjoyed every minute of it. I thought it was masterfully done. And like, to look back on Halloween Stalks 1, which was kind of the previous bar to me, it's like Dominick promised, it levels it up in every single area. It is the superior of the two. And it was, you know, the first one is obviously fantastic. We've talked about it for over a year now on this podcast. Right. And I'd imagine we'll talk about this for years to come as well. This is a love letter to John Carpenter. It is so great. I mean, Michael felt like Michael Myers. I don't want to understate that, because a regular person cannot put on the jumpsuit and mask and go out there and be an effective Michael Myers that feels like the one that's in your head. Credit to the actor who did Michael, and this is a different actor, I believe, from the first film. I saw
they had two different actors listed. Benoit, who I think played Michael in the previous one, and I unfortunately don't remember the other guy's name, but yeah, I saw there was two actors listed for the shape.
Yeah, I believe there was some change there. But yeah, I mean, where do you even start here, man? I mean, do you want to break it down kind of beat by beat where this story went?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. And I think so. Number one, I love the idea. I love, first off, well, let's talk about the opening credits.
Yeah,
freaking amazing, right? It is absolutely a nod to the original and to H2, right? That slow move in or push in on the jack-o'-lantern. It's the Halloween 2 jack-o'-lantern, which is even better, because for the fans of the franchise, we're going, oh shit, yeah, that's the one from the second one. Well, this is the second one. Super cool to do that. Awesome to see your logo design in there, dude. Like that, just for you to be able to have your fingerprints on this thing in itself is pretty goddamn cool. So like that in itself was really cool. And then, with a fan film like this, the thing that I'm sure is very difficult, and I don't remember what the runtime was, 23 minutes, let's say, because I think it's somewhere around in there. You don't have a whole lot of time to build the story up. You don't have a whole lot of time to like shine the penny. You have to be able to present this thing as is, kind of right off the bat, and to be able to say, okay, this is the story, and we're jumping right into it. But here's the thing. What he did that was so cool with this is just in that opening scene of the mom reading the kid the book. It was cool because you saw this, obviously, this relationship between the mom and the son, which is, unlike any, right? I mean, moms and sons, moms and daughters, whatever. Your relationship with your mom is usually pretty good. And now that this woman is there, you don't ever really see the husband besides just that scene, real quickly with Michael outside, and then obviously when he's dead in the bed. But you see the family dynamic that's going on, and immediately you're hooked. You're like, okay, I care about this family. I care about this kid. It's obviously a pretty young kid. He looked like he was 7 to 8 years old, maybe, whatever. And it's like you automatically you care about this family, and you're immediately thrown into this. What's going on? There's a strange noise. The dad goes out to investigate, and it doesn't take long for the action to really ramp up. And I think that's really hard to do. And Dominick did it so well by allowing the viewer to get invested in the characters without really having to give too much backstory. Like we saw the family photo. You pointed out like the toys and stuff in the background, which I wasn't looking at, but I will moving forward right now, knowing that stuff is there. Like I became very invested in these characters very, very quickly. And I think that's hard to do given the fact that we're watching 22, 23-ish minutes of a film like this.
Yeah. And one thing that I love that Dominick really captured right from the bat is seeing this nightmare unfold through the eyes of a child. I think including a child in this film was a great choice, especially because the events that took place roughly at the same time. So that scream that you hear or that Nicholas, the child, hears is the scream at the end of Halloween Stalks 1. This is a continuation.
Oh, okay. Cool. And I did not know that. That's even cooler.
Yeah. So it's literally Michael's just continuing a rampage here. And you see that he sees what's going on. And it's so, I mean, I remember as a kid seeing, probably a shadow in the corner of my room and going like, it's a monster. And you or mom or dad would be like, no, it's just a shadow or whatever. But to me, it was like, no, these guys don't fucking get it. This is a monster. Right. And it was cool to see that embodied through this Nicholas actor or this Nicholas kid. And take it from there. I thought, the mom was fantastic in this film. She really did a fantastic job of being, somebody that you felt empathetic towards to what you were saying, with not a lot of backup. There wasn't a lot of room to invest herself other than the fact that she's a caring mother. You don't get much more than that, but that's all you need to know, because as soon as she realizes later on in the film that her kid is still stuck with the shape, it's like a no-brainer. We didn't really have to guess. It was like this
I'm going back.
She's a good mom. Right. She's going to go take care of business.
Right. But also just real quick, in that moment too, you can put whether you're a parent or not, you put yourself in that moment where like you are all of a sudden stepping back and realizing like, holy shit, I unlocked the door. So my little kid wasn't able to reach up and unlock it himself. I know he didn't get out of the house. Holy shit, he's still in the house. Like, you don't have to be a parent to put yourself in that situation and go, wow, that would be really scary and really bad. Because not only are you going back in to get your kid, you're going back. Well, first off, you don't know if your kid is even alive at that point, right? If Michael could have killed him, but you are knowingly going back into the lion's den because you're going back to the house or the last place that you saw Michael Myers, which is really like creepy in itself, really creepy. And that was the twist. That was the twist, in my opinion. That was the best twist of the entire movie. That was my favorite part of the film, is just that realization, followed by the events that obviously happened up to that. And that scene where she has to crawl out the basement window, like genius. And how Michael just like slips back into the shadows. Super creepy, very exactly what you'd want to see in like a real Halloween film. And I think that's super cool. One thing I do want to go back to real quick, and I'm kind of putting like the pieces of the puzzle together in my head as I'm thinking about this. And Dominick would have to answer this question specifically for us, but she was reading The Three Little Pigs to her son, right? And was that just the story that he picked, or was there a reason why he picked that story? Because that's all about basically security and fortifying your house and protecting yourself from the big bad wolf that is coming. And in this case, Michael Myers is coming. So like, was it about fortifying? Was it about securing? And then obviously the final showdown being in this, this treehouse, which wasn't secure enough, obviously. But I just like, as I'm thinking about this a little bit more, like, I wonder, was that specifically that story meant for that? I don't know.
I didn't think about that, but yeah, we do visit 3 homes, and we know Michael visits 3 homes after looking at the post-credit scene. Right. Yeah, there's something to that, and I'll be interested to see what Dominick says.
It's the 3 little pigs, plus you have the family, which is 3, and then obviously the grandma, which is on top of that. And we don't know what happens with the grandma yet. Maybe we get a part 3, Halloween Stalks 3. I can only hope so. But anyway, so let's keep diving into this thing. Another thing that I really liked was, well, we already talked about the score. Like, the score was fantastic, and the fact that like audio work in a lot of these can make or break the film for me, even if it's not shot with like the best camera, it's not shot in 4K, whatever that might look like. That doesn't always like, I don't always write it off just for that, because if it's the storyline works, I can deal with like maybe just like shitty video quality, or hey, yeah, they weren't going to go out and spend $10,000 on a red camera or something like that to film this thing, right? But what really can throw you off is the audio and the sound effects that you get, like crunching leaves and the knife being pulled out and things like that, where you're just like, or like people walking. That's the worst. Is I feel like you get these like people walking, and it's like, why does it sound like everybody's in high heels? Like that's not what it would sound like on a concrete sidewalk or on a wood floor. Like they sound different. I feel like the audio work in this was spot on, and he did a really good job of just like the smallest little noises. Like one thing I was going to point out, but I kept wanting to say things, but then I was like, oh shit, I don't want to talk. I want to listen to this. I was like so focused, but like going outside, like just the little sounds of the crickets and the wind and the leaves and things like that. Like it made you feel like you were actually stepping outside, as opposed to hearing like just really shitty quality sound effects. So I don't know if you caught onto that too, but I love that. I love that piece of it.
One thing that I've probably never told anybody, but I would imagine you probably do a very similar thing, is on the day of Halloween, I like to take like 5 minutes and just step outside.
Oh, absolutely.
And in the silence.
Yes.
Yeah. And, if you can do it in the morning and at night, ideal. That little scene where we really switched to outside of the treehouse, and what you're talking about, you get the crickets, you get the and not over the top in any way. Everything was done so subtly that it felt very real. I'm sure it was layers upon layers of cricket sound effects, wind sound effects, leaves rustling sound effects.
Right.
But everything felt very natural and very, very real. But it reminded me of that feeling of like stepping out on Halloween night, and it's cold and there is a little wind, a little bite to the air. The sound, the audio cannot go unmentioned here, because I think to a degree, man, we almost just expect beautiful visuals from this guy. Like those can't be understated either, but it's almost like that's what you expect, but the audio is really taken to another level in this film.
It's very important. I really liked the fact that this also was like there were multiple places where this film took place, meaning, I mean, I know it all happened in the same general area, right? But it made you feel like there was movement where, first we were at the house, then we were at the grandma's house, then we were outside, then we were at the tree house, then we were back outside again. Like there was movement, and that makes this feel very fluid to me, where it's not like everything is just shot inside of this house. And, clearly there was like not, and I know that Dominick did not have a huge budget to work with, but that's and a whole nother story. Like it's incredible what he did with this on the budget that he had. And I don't even know what the budget was, but I do know that it wasn't very large. So kudos to him for being able to do what he did on a very small budget, but having multiple locations to work with it makes this film even better for me. And I love the fact, like the treehouse idea. Awesome. And I think that I liked that he had like little nods that the treehouse was going to become a thing. Like you saw that basically in the opening parts of the film, you saw the drawing, and it was just, when you saw it, it was like, oh, that's his kid's drawing. Right.
Yeah.
But then you go back to it once the mom realizes that, she can't find the kid. The dad is dead in the bed. Where is he? Oh, he's in the treehouse. He loves this treehouse. He's got a drawing of it. She goes out there and sure enough, she knows her kid, and here he is. And there's like a safety. There's like the treehouse becomes like this safe place for them, because Michael Myers isn't going to climb into a treehouse, right?
Right.
He's not going to go look in a treehouse, but he does. Michael goes, and and I love that she's like, just kind of keep, be quiet. The police are on their way. And when he says like, Mom, look, or whatever he says, it was like, oh,
dude,
like you knew it was coming.
That was a genuine scare in that film, by the way. Like very rare. Like, say what you want about all of the cinematography, all the beautiful things he did in this film, but I'm not sure I've ever been truly like had a little jump scare or a real scare in a fan film ever. Like, that was a very Michael Myers shot, like, scare scene. I don't know how to, like, it was very well done.
And Michael it wasn't like Michael was bursting through a window or he was bursting through the floor. He was just sitting there chilling, watching them, just like, it's your move. Your move. Yeah, exactly. And that's what makes Michael scary, is like, I've said this before, that like Michael doesn't kill and some people might disagree with this. Michael doesn't kill and Michael doesn't move necessarily on his timeline. He does kill and he does move on your timeline or on his victim's timelines. And what I mean by that is he's cool. Just like, hey, I got all the time in the world. Yeah. You make your move and I'm going to do my thing. Whereas like, I feel like a lot of other killers, you're on their timeline. Like they are on the attack. They're on the move. They're coming after you. And that's where Michael Myers is so much different. Like, I feel like Jason Voorhees is like type A serial killer horror villain. He's like on the move. He's coming to get you. Some scenes he's like running, where Michael Myers is just like, I'm going to chill and I'm going to wait for you to screw up. I'm going to work on your timeline and then I'm going to kill you. And in this case with this film, that's exactly what we saw here is yes, was he obviously stalking them? Of course he was, but he was waiting for them to screw up and find and okay. And I could just talk about this all night long, but the like, and not to jump to the end, but the ending scene when it was like, all right, he's going to kill this kid, right? I mean, he's going to kill this kid. And you get like the very similar to Rob Zombie's, or I'm sorry, not Rob Zombie's, Resurrection Halloween knife flip when he hands him the knife. He hands this kid the knife. And dude, that ending scene as we pull back and you get the shot very similar to that of young Michael Myers. Genius.
Yeah.
Genius. Loved it. That is what I would expect or anticipate from a film that I see in the theaters, to see that kind of ending where it's like, holy shit, I see what you did there and I freaking love it. And dude, I mean, Never Hike Alone came out, and I think there's a Never Hike Alone 2. I don't remember.
I think so.
I was not as entertained in those hour to hour and a half long fan films as I was in the 23 minutes or whatever it was that I watched of Dominick's fan film. Nowhere near was I as entertained with those as I was with what I just saw. And I cannot say anymore how excited I am. And I'll be watching it again tonight. I do know that. Yeah. I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch it again. I think I watched Halloween Stalks. I probably watched like the original Halloween Stalks probably 10 or 12 times.
Yeah, I was going to say probably 10 times.
Yeah, and this one will be no different. And quite honestly, what I'm going to do probably tonight is I'm going to watch Halloween Stalks and then go back and watch Halloween Stalks 2, like back to back, especially knowing now that that's how they are sort of meant to be viewed, much like the original 1978 and 1981's Halloween. They take place the same night. It's a continuation, just in different areas, and Michael's on the move and he's just doing his thing, and just the randomness too. And that's what I liked about Halloween Stalks. Like, it wasn't like, oh, this is Laurie Strode played by some random actress, and we're going to continue on with the storyline. Like, no, this is a totally new storyline, totally different also than the original Halloween Stalks, or Halloween Stalks 1. And it's different. He's introducing new characters, and he's also going back to that like great white shark mentality that Michael is just like a hunting machine. He doesn't really care. There's no rhyme. There's no reason. There's no there's no satisfaction to what he's doing. He's just doing it because it's like his brain is programmed to do this, and he is murdering people just to murder them. And just because he wants to. It's like we don't have a reason for it. He's just doing it. And that's what makes Michael Myers scary. And Dominick hit the ball out of the park with doing that exact same thing with this. He didn't give a reason for why he was doing it. It was just Michael Myers doing what Michael Myers does.
And I like that, on that same level of ambiguity that he put out there for Michael and his motives. I like that we don't really know what the hell happened with the kid. Like, we don't know if the kid had some sort of connection. It's very much what I wish we would have seen in Halloween Ends. on the handoff,
Yeah.
the handing
Yeah.
of the baton.
I like that. Yeah.
It's but it's interesting because the kid isn't necessarily like, okay, I get it. Like, I'm gonna go be Michael. Like,
Right.
and I also like that after the credits, we see that Michael is still out there, presumably killing. Like, that wasn't the
Right.
child's hand after the credits. That's Michael. He just
Right.
gave the knife. He was like, oh, dude, I'm not gonna take the rap for this. Here you go.
Exactly.
I'm gonna peace
Yep.
out. I'll go
Yep.
get like a screwdriver or something. I'll see you
Well,
later.
yeah, just like that little, like the sirens are coming, and just that,
Yeah.
like the little head turn, like he just listens for a second, and then it's just like the attention goes back to the kid, because it's like he knows this great white shark is smart enough to know how he's going to get caught, so he's going to deflect and defer and go away from the situation that he's in right now and set himself up for his next kill, and that is to take the attention off of him and put it on this little kid, and he's going off this way. But then like that, then you get the title sequence, which I didn't see my name on it. I can't wait to go back and watch it again. But it was super cool to see your name, dude. Like, very proud of you for getting your name in that thing and putting your fingerprints on it, like I said, because that's huge. But Dominick, thank you for putting my name in it as well. That means a lot, dude. I can't tell you how much that means to me. And just in general for like being supportive of this podcast and doing what you've done for us. And we only hope to be able to return the favor and doing what we're doing here. But so thank you very much for putting, especially my name in it. Austin's, of course, like he did something for you. I don't feel like I did a whole lot for you, but it means a hell of a lot to me to get my name in there. So thank you. But then you get that whole ending scene where you just very quickly get like the grandma first off, and she's a good actress too. She was I really liked her. Like, she may have, I'm not gonna lie, she may have taken the cake for me for acting in this film. She was like a very believable grandma, especially at the end, because it's like she didn't know what to do. She was like, I called the cops, but nobody's answering the phone, and what should she do now? And then you get that final shot of Michael stalking her. Beautiful. Love
and it makes perfect sense because the mom in the film does not scream when she dies to alert
right. That's a good point.
The elderly woman on it next door.
Right.
It's so meticulously thought out, like that little detail. Everything in this film is extremely thought out. But yeah, I gotta agree with you. She played like the role, like everybody knows somebody like that character in their lives.
Right. Exactly.
And she's very believable. Yeah, like what you were saying. What do I do now?
I'm just thinking about this. Was she wearing a pink nightgown?
She was indeed.
Like,
this is a callback to Mrs. Elrod.
I just realized that right now, and that is freaking. I mean, that's why I got to go back and watch the thing, because I'm sure there are other nods to other portions of different films, and maybe especially to H2. But I was just like, wait a second, she was wearing a pink nightgown like Mrs. Elrod, dude. Freaking cool.
I don't know how he does it.
Cool.
You know how easy it would have been for somebody to just be like, all right, let's put the older lady in a nightgown or a robe,
right. A flowery robe, or not nightgown. You're right. It was a robe that she was wearing, I think. Yeah.
And like that's a good enough callback to Mrs. Elrod. But Dominick is just so meticulous on going the extra mile. I mean, we talked about the pajamas a couple times now, but like, Dominick showed me the pattern that he had made for these pajamas, and he's like, what do you think? And I was like, dude, like maybe we don't need to go that in detail, but you're doing it. Like, it is so well thought out. Nothing feels in your face either.
No, it's not over the top. You're right. It's not over the top.
The little joke there with I've seen enough horror movies to know a guy in a mask is never a good idea or whatever, from Halloween or from Friday the 13th part 6.
Right.
What a great little joke. I'll let Dominick when we interview him about this tell you about the original idea for that scene. Okay. That was a scene that I knew a little bit about. I had always known about the treehouse, and thinking visually about Michael Myers, and you're dealing with a kid in a treehouse. I was like, Dominick, this is a genius idea. How has nobody ever put Michael in this scenario yet?
Right.
I mean, visually, Dominick put Michael in situations that felt familiar, but brought it to somewhere we haven't seen before. And I think that's what sets Dominick apart in this realm that Dominick is here to take risks, but he's willing to do them in ways that the fans are comfortable with. And I think directors of Hollywood could take some notes in that regard.
Yeah, exactly. You guys, obviously, you just saw us watch Halloween Stalks 2. You got to go watch it. Put it up on your TV screen. Put it up on your whatever you got, your computer, your TV screen, on your phone, whatever you got. Give this film a watch for yourself. Turn out the lights, lock your doors, bolt your windows, grab your bucket of popcorn, get out there and watch Halloween Stalks 2, because this film is badass. And
I want to challenge our viewers.
Ooh.
I want to know that the people who are here for us are going out and supporting Dominick. So go out there and leave a comment, and you don't even have to say Halloween Lives sent me. Just say Blaine and Austin sent me. And so that way, when I go and I rewatch this 20 times in the future, I know that our people are supporting Dominick.
Absolutely. Because
our people should be supporting Dominick, because he is the amount of love and care on this thing, man.
Well, and that's a great point. We are supportive of anybody who goes out and takes a risk like this thing. And Dominick is obviously taking a huge risk, right? Financial risk. He's putting himself out there. He's putting a film out there to be scrutinized. Like, there are massive risks that come along with doing something like this. And we are supportive of anybody who wants to do this kind of thing. And especially in this case, because Dominick is a friend of ours. We care about what he's doing. We want to promote it. And we're not just saying this because Dominick is our friend. We're saying this because the freaking film is awesome.
Yeah.
But we also care about this community, and we want people in the horror community to support each other, which I think for the most part, most people do. But yes, go out, support Dominick, support his this film. And say Blaine and Austin sent us. You don't have to even mention Halloween Lives. Just say Blaine and Austin sent us. That way we know we're doing our part to support somebody else. And that in itself means a lot to Austin and I, because so many people have given us support, and we want to be able to pay that back. And Dominick is one of those guys who he has supported this podcast since the very beginning. And we want to be able to support him in whatever ventures he has next, because I should say adventures that he has next, because there is a bright future for him. No questions asked. And obviously the big question is will there be a Halloween Stalks 3? And we're going to get Dominick on the show, and we're going to ask him that question. We're going to see where his head's at to find out exactly where he's at. And the offer still stands. I'm going to say it right now.
Yep.
The offer still stands that I want to be Michael Myers in one of your fan films, or you can just use me as a stunt double, whatever you want. You can, I think I offered to be set on fire, to be thrown off a roof, or whatever it is. I will pay my own way. I will do whatever I have to do. I'll provide my own costume, my own mask, whatever it is you need. That's the only thing that I ask, is that I be considered for the next role of Michael Myers. But I will say the Michael Myers that he got for this film, and obviously Halloween Stalks, did a damn good job, and they embodied Michael Myers, which is huge. But we're going to get Michael. We might have Michael Myers in the program too, but we're going to get Dominick on the show very, very, very soon. I don't want to say when, because I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, but we're going to get Dominick on the show very, very soon, and continue to provide coverage for this great film. But we want to hear from you guys once you've gone and once you've watched this film. And please, everybody, when you're done listening to this or watching the show, go watch Halloween Stalks 2. We want to hear from you guys. What did you think? Leave a comment below, like this video, subscribe, hit us up on Instagram, send us a message on Instagram at Halloween Lives, at halloween.lives.podcast. Let us know what you guys think, because once again, you supporting us and us supporting him, we're one big horror happy family. So I can't say enough good things about this film. I know you can't either. Once again, proud as hell of you for getting your name in the credits and doing what you did with the logo, because that freaking turned out badass. But dude, that's going to do it for this episode of Halloween Lives, the podcast of Michael Myers. This is episode 61. And bro, that was awesome. That was awesome.
That was incredible. Thank you to everybody who watches this show, because you are the reason we are both in the credits of this incredible thing that we will show our friends and family for years to come.
For sure.
That's my brother Blaine over there. Yeah, That's right.
That's me.
No.
Close us out. I always close us out. You close us out this time.
Over here is my brother Blaine. I am his brother Austin, and this has been Halloween Lives, the podcast of Michael Myers, episode number 61. We will see you guys next week. Peace out.
Dominic, give me a pair of those pajamas.